To understand the road ahead, ask those coming back. Don't take advice from people who've never been where you wish to go. If you want to fly with eagles, you have to stop swimming with the ducks. When God blesses you financially, don't raise your standard of living. Raise your standard of giving. Sometimes you need to change direction. Patience is not always the best option. When you laugh, the world laughs with you, but when you cry alone. Two things indicate weakness. One, to be silent when it is proper time to speak, and second, to speak when it is proper time to be silent. Your face cannot be beautiful when your mind is disturbed. Respect is the most important thing after health. The system cannot function properly where a woman is in power. If you want to become wise, you have to go through suffering. A person becomes much happier when he stops explaining himself to others. If the character is good, the ugly face becomes beauty. If the character is bad, beauty also becomes ugly. If you get on the wrong train, get off at the nearest station. The longer it takes you to get off, the more expensive the return trip will be. People are like books. Some deceive you with their cover, and others surprise you with their content. The world will ask you who you are, and if you do not know, the world will tell you. Don't handicap your children by making their lives easy. One eye is a better witness than 2 ears. Use your enemy's hand to catch a snake. The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. Experience is the teacher of all things. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. When you say one thing, the clever person understands 3. He who asks questions cannot avoid the answers. He who asks questions cannot avoid the answers. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Everyone is critical of the flaws of others, but blind to their own. The advice of the aged will not mislead you. Who's talking the truth does not need a lot of words. Always look for the fool in the deal. If you don't find one, it's you. The wise man doesn't give the right answers. He poses the right questions. 1 minute of patience, 10 years of peace. To know what people really think, pay attention to what they do rather than what they say. Never complain and never explain. Good or bad habits always deliver results. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. The truth can never be wrong, even if no one hears it. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Most of the trouble in the world is caused by people wanting to be important. There is a deep sea between saying and doing. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. A lie can destroy 1,000 truths. It is the same life whether we spend it laughing or crying. Until you change your thinking, you will always recycle your experiences. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Only losers are making excuses. Winners are making history. People don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. A fool sees another man's downfall as a topic of discussion. A wise man sees it as a warning to himself. There is no religion higher than the truth. When you eat fruit, think of the person who planted the tree. Don't talk about what you have done or what you are going to do. No one can grow if he does not accept his smallness. A minute's success pays the failure of years. Evil enters like a needle and spreads like an oak tree. Wisdom does not come overnight. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. In the moment of crisis, the wise build bridges and the foolish build dams. The idle remarks of the rich are taken as maxims of wisdom by the poor. A bad workman blames his tools. If you want to be respected, you must respect yourself. He who can't be advised can also not be helped. When opportunity knocks, don't sit there complaining about the noise. A large chair does not make a king. The only difference between stumbling blocks and stepping stones is the way you use them. If we're fighting each other, we can't fight the enemy. Sell a man a fish he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish. You ruin a wonderful business opportunity. If you cannot catch a fish, do not blame the sea. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. If you don't aspire to great things, you won't attain small things. Those who keep learning will keep rising in life. Never stop being a good person. Just change who receives your kindness. If the judge is against you, you should withdraw the complaint. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If you're not very clever, you should be conciliatory. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. A decision made in a moment has to be followed for the rest of the life, so make the decision carefully. A person who removes love and tenderness from life can never find peace. Man is born for two things, to think and to act. A bad system will beat a good person every time. The number one reason people fail in life is because they listen to their friends, family, and neighbors. The wise man doesn't give the right answers. He poses the right questions. If you want to destroy any nation without war, make adultery or nudity common in the young generation. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair with them, it is like expecting a lion not to eat you because you don't eat lion. To win any battle, you must fight as if you are already dead. Maturity is not when we start speaking big things ... It is when we start understanding small things.